I'm gonna have to try really hard not to swing around on my chair while recording this. Hey, 2024. I thought I would start off 2024, as I mean to go on, hanging out on YouTube. Doing something with this YouTube channel has been on my to-do list for an embarrassingly long amount of time. Like, so embarrassing. And yeah, I've had all these ideas and aspirations for it. But, you know, I'm just gonna start with the bare basics and just try and show up consistently and share videos weekly, and we'll see how we get on. I think it's gonna be a mix of episodes from the podcast, me talking a bit about what I do, some tutorials, but I thought I'd start off today with just a bit of an intro video and telling you a bit about me and what I do. I do first want to shout out a couple of my friends, or wannabe friends, people I wish I was friends with, who I have been watching their YouTube videos and have been really inspired by them. And they've really got me excited and motivated to, make videos basically. And over the last year, I have been learning Premiere Pro and I'm feeling a lot more confident and comfortable using it, and I'm actually really enjoying video editing, which is really cool. I might do a video as well about some of the new AI editing features in Premiere Pro that I'm really enjoying. Mainly the text editing that you can do, which is like game changer. But anyway, I'm getting distracted. Back to 3 people that I just want to shout out who've really inspired me with their YouTube creating. The first up is Katie Chappell, who is also known as Katie Draws on Instagram. I interviewed her on my podcast recently. She's amazing. You should definitely go and check out her channel. I really like the way she films and edits her videos. Next up is Katie Steckley. I really love how down to earth she comes across, how like her videos are just so easy to watch, and I would like her editing style and how she records them. And then third person, weirdly all their names begin with K. The third person is Kaya, and she's got a channel called Create with Kaya. And again, I just really love how authentic she is, how she records her videos, how she edits them. The whole thing is really inspiring. So yeah, I mean, I have got so much that I want to improve. I want to improve my sort of studio setup, my camera setup, my lighting setup, like everything. Everything needs an overhaul, but I decided that I'm not gonna keep waiting until everything's perfect before I get started, because that is a big philosophy for me in my business, not letting perfection get in the way of progress. So I'm showing up as I am with what I've got right now, and then I'm going to hopefully improve as the year goes on, as I share more and more content, and I'm really looking forward to it. Something that I've realized over the last year is I do really enjoy the creativity and the process of creating content, so that's really fun. In the next few weeks there's going to be some podcast episodes coming up. I filmed and recorded 4 podcast episodes with my friend Hannah, and yeah, I've been editing those and I think people will enjoy them, hopefully. They're like 20 minutes long, they're great. But yeah, so to get started with, I thought I would just do a little intro to me and who I am. So if we haven't met before, my name's Liz Mosley. So the overarching title I would give myself is a graphic designer. I'm a graphic designer. I graduated in 2018, so I think I've been a graphic designer for almost 15 years now. Is that right? Maths isn't my strong point. I have been self-employed probably for about 6 years now, and I juggle it around 2 youngish kids, and I really love it. I love the flexibility that it gives me, being able to manage and run my own business, to decide which clients I take on and fit it in around my kids and what they've got going on. I specialize in branding for small businesses, so that is probably the main thing that I do. I also do Squarespace websites for my clients, and then also other design services. So it could be like an annual report. One of my clients, we create a journal every year, which is really fun. So it's not always just branding. There are other design services as well. So I would say that my business is like separated into 3 strands. So we've got the design services, so that would be, yeah, like the branding, websites, design services. That'd be 1 strand. The next strand I would say would be teaching. So under this would come, I've got a few online courses, I do workshops, I do some public speaking, and the content that I create. So some of it's free, some of it's paid, so we're gonna lump that all under the teaching category. And then the third sort of like strand of my business, shall we say, would be brand partnerships or sponsorship stuff. I have like a main brand partnership that I work on, and that is with Adobe Express. So I'm an Adobe Express ambassador, so I do regular like content creation for them, help them with events that they're running. I used to do regular Adobe Lives for them. So that's just an ongoing, amazing partnership. I might do a whole video on that by itself because it's quite an interesting story of how I started with them, but also it's been a really amazing additional part of my business. But then I would also put under here, under like brand partnerships, the podcast. So I've got a podcast called Building Your Brand. Technically it should go in the teaching column, but it's not really like a big money maker for me. But I have started to recently have companies sponsoring the podcast, which has been amazing and really encouraging, because I've been podcasting for nearly 3 years now, and it's taken me a long time to like build it up. So it's really nice that brands are recognizing what I'm doing and wanting to sponsor it. So that is the third strand of my business. Brand partnerships is what I'm calling it. So yeah, that's basically all of the things that I do in a nutshell, and they all sit under the umbrella of helping and supporting small businesses with their branding. It's great and I enjoy it. I absolutely love what I do. I'm really looking forward to another year of trying to grow and push things forward in my business, and showing up on YouTube is part of that. And I'm really excited to see how things look in a year's time after showing up weekly and consistently on YouTube, sharing content. So thank you for being here. If you fancy it, feel free to subscribe so that you get notified when my videos come out. I'm going to be aiming to release them every Wednesday. Check out my podcast as well, Building Your Brand, and episodes for that come out every Wednesday as well. And I've got so many ideas for videos, which is a good thing. If you have any videos that you'd like me to make on anything in particular, especially around branding, just let me know in the comments and I will do my best to oblige. I hope you've had a great start to the year so far.